As many of you might relate, the lack of broadband and access to it can be a huge hindrance on a rural community's ability to attract businesses and young people. Well, Person County has a vision and a plan for expanding broadband and increasing access. We're using this as a tool to transform our education opportunities and our economic development opportunities. You may also be aware that all 100 counties have some sort of funded fiber, that's public fiber, connecting schools, libraries, community colleges. If we had unlimited resources, we could all tap into this, connect every home to this fiber network. However, this is extremely cost prohibitive and would take about 20 to 30 years. So we decided to explore other alternatives. We conducted a survey of our businesses and of our residents to try to assess our needs and determine where the gaps were for broadband. We identified 3 areas of need. We have unserved areas, we have economic development needs along our business corridors, and then we have our public facilities. So we issued a request for proposals and put it out to the world to see what we could get. Per state law, our RFP had to be technology neutral. So we couldn't dictate that we wanted fiber to serve our unserved areas or those economic corridors. However, we could say that we wanted fiber for our own publicly owned facilities. We could specify in that case. We had a great response to the RFP, and the Board of County Commissioners went with what we call the least expensive option, but they are able to provide a grant to a private provider and to build fiber to our public facilities. So we have 2 phases to our solution. Phase 1 is our short-term solution for our unserved areas. We are hanging wireless internet equipment on 4 publicly owned towers across the county. We're contracting with a private provider to operate the network and to serve the customers. Counties have enough to do. We don't want to get into the broadband business ourselves. The cost of this solution is $250,000, and our first tower actually went online in September. The private provider is also investing an additional $270,000 in our community, providing us with 5 free Wi-Fi hotspots throughout the county, and they're also offering a low-income subsidized rate, which we're administering through our Department of Social Services. Our phase 2 solution is our long-term solution for our economic corridors and our public facilities. We are installing 52 miles of fiber, creating a fiber network sort of in the formation of an X across Person County. And this is connecting all of our public facilities, the volunteer fire departments, city and county facilities, schools, etc. The cost of this solution is $3 million. We began breaking ground on the fiber network last month, and we're essentially creating a fiber backbone for future growth, and this will be completed in 3 years by 2020. So our hope is to leverage this fiber to attract not only young people, but also future investment in business. Thank you for your interest in Person County.